name is Aliyah Friend, and I'm from the Great Plains 4-H Club, and I'll be doing a monologue called Lucky Penny by Gary Benzing. Why, hello. I didn't see you out there. My mind was far off, dwelling in the dark, spooky side of town. Oh, sure, Washington, D.C. looks bright and full of promise, but that's just the surface. Underneath, it's teeming with supernatural lowlifes and creatures that go bump in the night. But I can handle it. That is my job, you know. My name's Penny, Lucky Penny. I watch over the city at night, prowling the streets like an angsty vampire. So, I'm the girl you want on the job, when the good guys are in trouble and evil is on the rise. I've heard it all, seen it all, done it all. I'll tell you about some of my favorite cases. Kick off your shoes, because this might take a while. You see, I'm one of a kind. The only supernatural private eye in town. Now, most people don't even believe in the supernatural. Oh sure, they watch the movies and read the books and check to make sure their doors are locked. But they go to sleep thinking that the world is a safe and happy place and that they're going to wake up in the morning and live happily ever after. That is, until a vengeful ghost steps into their lives and scares them into next week. That's what Abigail Willis did. She was the meanest, nastiest ghost to ever darken a national monument. That's right, I said national monument. Apparently, she used to be a school teacher, and not one of those nice school teachers you want to bring an apple to. She was the meanest, nastiest, always bullying her students kind of teacher, especially the ones that may be a little more quiet or different from everybody else. So, when she fell down the steps of the Washington Monument, no one was too upset, but she was too angry to just fade gently into the night. She stayed there, haunting the monument, luring kids from field trips into dark corners and scaring them so badly they were traumatized for life. So, this kept going on until one day a smart little cookie named Eva Price came up to my doorstep and offered me a deal I could not resist. So I tracked her down and she was all like, "You'll never stop me. These children deserve what they get. I'll show them what happens when they disrespect me." And I was all like, "Take a chill pill, Grandma. You're dead, so leave these kids alone." Then I banished her, like that. Lucky Penny 1, vengeful bullying ghost 0. Now, things do get a little harder when you're staring into the eyes of a slobbering werewolf. That night was almost the end of me. Just before that werewolf was going to turn me into a pile of kibbles and bits, another werewolf thankfully loped into the room. And if there's one thing werewolves hate more than anything, it's another werewolf trying to steal their dinner. So I exited, stage left, while they were still growling at each other. And the very next day, me and my 2 little silver bullets took care of the city's little werewolf problem. One less tortured soul howling at the moon, thanks to Lucky Penny's supernatural private eye. Now, the hardest supernatural creature to get rid of? Well, that's easy. Vampires, especially now. Thanks to a certain book and movie franchise, the whole world thinks that vampires are tortured, romantic, misunderstood creatures that spend all their time gazing wistfully into the distance and falling in love with quirky, spunky teenagers. Ha! Vampires want to eat you! And now that the whole world thinks that vampires are tortured, romantic creatures, it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet of human Happy Meals for vampires. I spend half of my time tracking down vampires. Just last week, I cornered Henry Stone, former computer science geek nerd, and he was all like, "Come, join me, and we will own the night. All beings will tremble before us." And I gotta say, I was kind of tempted to answer and say, "Oh yes, I've always longed to become a vampire minion and frolic in a cemetery for the rest of my undead life." But I was on a schedule, so I just staked him and went on to the next case. Because there's always a monster out there lurking in the dark, waiting for an unsuspecting human to come along. So, until the very last monster is vanquished, I'll be out there protecting all you normal Joes and dames from the evil monsters. So, yeah. If you see anything weird, I'll be out there. So, my name's Penny, Lucky Penny. I'm in the book. Thank you.